The readings for this Sunday, being the Feast of the Baptism of the Lord, are not surprisingly about liberation and about water. The first reading from Isaiah talks about how liberating it will be when the Messiah comes, setting prisoners free and that sort of thing. The Psalm gives us powerful images of water, water as a cleansing agent, water as a divine instrument in God's hands. The reading from Acts is the scene where Cornelius, the Roman official who has received a vision and wants to know more about Christ, meets up with Peter and has his family and his household, in fact, all baptized. And Peter has a sudden and new understanding that the word is for everybody. The word is for anybody who wants to accept it, and baptism is open to the Gentiles, which is that's a big thing for Peter. He's had a vision too in chapter 10 telling him, don't reject anything for being unclean. And he comes to understand that it means the Gentiles are not unclean. The Gentiles are co-heirs, as we heard in last week's reading. And then finally, Matthew, of course, it's his version of the baptism of the Lord. And John, at first, quite understandably, objects. He says, "You should be baptizing me." I think most of us can probably agree. That's the way we would have thought of it too. But Jesus says, no, do it this way to fulfill all righteousness. And what Jesus is saying really is that although he is human, but he doesn't need, of course, the sacrament of baptism to be in a state of grace. The rest of us do. And he wants to model discipleship to us. And so he has himself baptized. And what happens? It's what Peter has talked about in the reading from Acts, that the Holy Spirit can descend where the Holy Spirit will. And the Holy Spirit descends upon Jesus. Right after the baptism, as he's coming up out of the water, again, water images, of course, because this is baptism, as he's coming up out of the water, the Spirit is seen descending. The heavens opened and the Spirit is seen descending in the form of a dove over Jesus. This is, of course, for Jesus, he's part of the Trinity. He's always connected to the Spirit. For the rest of us, the image that we are to take away from this is that the cleansing power of the sacrament of baptism through the washing away of original sin, which is what our sacramental theology tells us. The symbols of the sacraments achieve what they symbolize. Water washes away the sin, the stain of original sin, and baptism brings us a new birth in the Holy Spirit, water and the Holy Spirit. The readings for Psychole, the baptism of the Lord. This has been your bullet point homily. Thanks for joining us, and God bless you.